Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our Felony DWI Lawyer in St. Louis's website page. We have made this audio version of this website page to help you protect your future and reputation. If you have been charged with a felony DWI in the state of Missouri, we can help you. We are not here to judge. Don't face the state and court system alone during your felony DWI charge. Contact one of our lawyers today at 314-900-HELP to protect your rights and future. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best legal defense in the state of Missouri. Combs Waterkotte is committed to handling all DWI or DUI cases with care and understanding. We are not here to judge you or treat you differently than any of our other clients. We believe that everyone in Missouri, no matter what crime they have been charged with, deserves an aggressive legal defense and to have their rights protected. With that being said, let's talk about being charged with a DWI in the state of Missouri. Felony DWI Defense Attorney in St. Louis. Protection in your corner. Combs Waterkotte is the leading criminal defense and traffic firm serving St. Louis and the entire state of Missouri. Our criminal defense attorneys will fight for your freedom, your rights, and will not give up until you get fair justice. Our exceptional record and over 360 reviews speaks for itself. Felony DWI Lawyers in St. Louis. We all know that being caught driving while intoxicated in St. Louis or elsewhere in Missouri can be a huge problem for anyone. It can disrupt every facet of your life and cause a great deal of stress on you and your family. You don't have to go through this alone. Contact one of our DWI lawyers today at 314-900-HELP to protect your freedom. But if your DWI charges have been elevated to a felony, whether you were in an accident or this was not your first time being charged with a DWI, the implications of your arrest are multiplied. Having a felony on your record has lasting implications for years to come and will no doubt cause a strain on your career and lifestyle. The skilled and experienced St. Louis DWI lawyers at Combs Waterkotte have a proven track record of getting optimal outcomes for their felony DWI clients. Our firm uses a client-centered approach that combines aggressive defense tactics with personal attention to every case they take. Contact us today to speak with an attorney about your St. Louis felony DWI charges and schedule a free consultation. Combs Waterkotte has a successful track record of defending its St. Louis and Missouri DWI with drugs clients that is second to none. Our firm fights on both the criminal and administrative sides of your case to limit not only your criminal penalties, but also your ability to drive and provide for yourself and your family. Our firm begins all our felony DWI cases in St. Louis with a personal, one-on-one conversation with clients. We will go over all the facts of the case with you, workshop an effective defense and legal strategy, and answer any questions you might have about the hit-and-run DWI legal process. Our attorneys are open to listen to your ideas of how to proceed, and after this meeting we will present you with a strong, proven plan of attack, along with what outcomes you can expect. Combs Waterkotte stops at nothing to get a favorable outcome for its clients. We review every evidence file, look for extenuating circumstances, and are experts at finding flaws that can change the outcome of your case. Our firm works with judges, prosecutors, and most importantly, you, the client, to understand what diversion programs are available. We will also use our network of mental health and medical professionals to suggest rehabilitation and therapy programs, as we understand that addiction is a disease that can be treated. We'll pursue every legal avenue to eliminate the legal consequences of the DWI and drug charges against you in St. Louis, or severely limit them. But if the evidence is stacked against you, or you made a terrible mistake you regret, We'll still represent you and work to get the best possible resolution for you, your loved ones, and your future. Learn more about our esteemed DWI defense and types of cases we handle in St. Louis and throughout Missouri, including the following: hit and run, DWI, DWI/DUI defense, CDL DWIs, DWI first offense, DWI second offense, DWI accidents, DWI with drugs, and DWI with marijuana. What are the penalties for felony? DWI in St. Louis or Missouri. Due to the nature and sentencing guidelines of felony cases in St. Louis and Missouri, you need a criminal defense attorney by your side, no matter where your case is being prosecuted. Felony DWI charges in Missouri are broken down into the following categories: a persistent offender, i.e., this is their third DWI arrest; an aggravated offender, i.e., charged and convicted of a minimum 4 DWIs; a chronic offender, i.e., if this is their fifth DWI-related arrest; a habitual offender, i.e., someone who has already been convicted of a Class C felony DWI. The sentencing for these can include Class E felony, which carries 1 to 4 years in prison; Class D felony, which means 2 to 7 years in prison; Class C felony, which means 3 to 10 years in prison; or a Class B felony, which means 5 to 15 years in prison. Felony DWI versus misdemeanor DWI in Missouri. Most DWI arrests in Missouri are prosecuted as misdemeanors. First-time DWI offenders usually face Class B misdemeanor charges, while for those for whom this is their second time being charged with DWI, or if a minor was in the vehicle at the time of the stop, it is a Class A misdemeanor. Felony charges are reserved for 2 different reasons. Either the accused is a persistent offender, meaning this is, at a minimum, their third DWI arrest, or the person charged with a DWI got into an accident while intoxicated. What does being charged with a felony really mean in St. Louis or Missouri? In addition to these lengthy jail sentences, being convicted of felony DWI means that you will have a mandatory 10-year suspension of your driving license. Unlike with misdemeanor DWI charges, there is no way to get a restricted driving privilege if you have been convicted of felony DWI in Missouri. You will also be required to install and maintain an ignition interlock device in your car and have an SR-22 insurance endorsement. But, more importantly, your life will be changed in ways you may not fully grasp. Convicted felons cannot own a firearm, run for office, hold certain jobs, or vote in Missouri elections until their sentence is fully concluded. In addition, those with felony DWIs on their record must disclose to prospective employers or landlords their status as a convicted felon. This can, and often does, limit where they can live and work. Contact an experienced St. Louis, Missouri felony DWI attorney today. It is our job as St. Louis criminal defense attorneys to get you the outcomes you want, and we invite you to look at some of our recent results to see for yourself why Combs Waterkotte is one of St. Louis, Missouri's best-reviewed DWI defense firms. When you are ready, call us at 314-900-HELP or contact us online anytime, and one of our attorneys will be available to speak with you to set up a time for a free review of your case.